In this video, I'm going to give you some really interesting information about who discovered iridology. Now, I've researched every book on iridology that's available in the system and in the internet and been published. And in this book here, this is the ultimate book, the best book I've ever seen on iridology. This book was written by Dr. Bernard Jensen, who lived till pretty late, in his late 90s. He was a medical doctor. He was a chiropractor, eminent chiropractor. He was also a top world-class nutritionist. This book has got about 550 odd pages, and it does explain to you in there about where iridology started. The story goes on that it was discovered by a young fellow called Ignatz von Peczely, and apparently the way he stumbled across it, an owl had come into his garden, and somehow the owl had broken a leg. And as you know, owls got very big eyes, right? So when he was helping the eye to heal, he was looking at the eyes, and he could see a mark at 6 o'clock here, right? In the iris of the owl. He could see the mark at 6 o'clock. And 6 o'clock turned out to be where the leg was. Where the leg was broken, it was a very distinct opening in the iris. In other words, the fibers that open, instead of being like that, they'd open up. And he was quite intrigued by that. So what he did, he helped the owl to mend its leg. And after a few weeks of healing, he noticed, he was looking at the owl's eyes, and he noticed the actual opening in the iris of the owl had closed, and the leg was perfect. And he thought, wow. So he then was so amazed by that. He was quite an intelligent young fellow. He then started going to hospital and talking to doctors and said, what does this patient suffer from? Let's say liver. So he would then look at the iris and mark the marking in the actual chart. So what happened next, he would mark the charts. He'd mark the liver. He'd see the corresponding in the liver at 20-8 in the right side. He would look at the 6 o'clock for the legs, the top at about 12 o'clock for the brain, and he was marking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of patients in hospital with the markings that the doctor explained just the person was suffering from. So it was the liver, 20-8, 6 o'clock, for example, the legs. At 5:30 would be the right kidney. At 6:15 would be the left kidney, and so on and so on. So I've got a copy of all the charts he drew, and I've seen since in this book I showed you, this one here, just to be very clear, this book here, in this book, all the old charts are there, and all the new charts are there. So there's been about 330 years of work has been done by hundreds and hundreds of medical doctors, iridologists, nutritionists and so on, that understood the markings of the eyes, and we're now at a very advanced level of iridology. So if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and you'll get those free guides. Namely, what your eyes can reveal about your health, right? 16 pages of very, very good information. Also, the benefits of having an iridology consultation. That will open your mind and give you the encouragement to give us a call and discuss your illness or anything that's troubling you, mentally, stress-wise, sleep patterns, whatever. We can have a talk to you on the phone, and then we can recommend what you'll get at an iridology consultation. So thank you for listening. If you like this video, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification, and you'll get the free guides like this.